Hello everyone, greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. In this video, I would like to discuss with you a comment that one of you have shared below one of our videos. I will read it to you and then we will talk about it. So the gentleman writes, "Hi Svetlana, as a question, and this may seem like a silly question, if a couple need an interpreter to talk to each other, what happens when the interpreter is not there? How can the relationship continue when they cannot independently talk to each other?" Then the gentleman writes that he is Irish and he is lucky because he speaks several languages, and he writes it in Russian actually, including Russian language, and he can't imagine to just point out to scenes and to smile because he can't explain himself in this language. And he then writes in Russian again that how can two people build a relationship without communication? Then again in English, what is your experience of how this works? Is it always the lady who must learn the man's language, or are there many men who make a serious effort to speak Russian or Ukrainian? Because I think that is a matter of respect, show you love her and want to understand her culture. What do you think? That's an interesting question, an interesting comment. Thank you so much for sharing it. By the way, all your comments and emails that you send to us, we truly appreciate it, because we get lots of inspiration for creating new videos, new podcasts, new articles for you, and we really love creating content that is useful, that is helpful, that has practical meaning for gentlemen who are dating in Ukraine, who are dating Slavic women. So we have, I think, several videos about our Cupid's interpreters and how a Cupid can actually help a couple to be on a date. I will share the links to these videos in the comments below. Let me tell you that, of course, if the lady has zero understanding of a foreign language, and if she has never been abroad, if she has never talked to a foreigner before, then why would she be on a date with a foreigner? Not every lady will be open to date a gentleman who represents another culture, who speaks another language. It is very peculiar to meet someone who is different, who has different habits, not only in, for example, the way he is having tea, but also when he celebrates Christmas. And for example, in the United States, when you say, "Hi, how are you?" people do not expect an answer. Well, in Ukraine, when we ask someone, "How is he?" we actually expect a meaning, and people start telling you about their problems at work, about their families, about their pets, etc. So, of course, in the majority of cases, when ladies join our database, they know at least the basics, and when they go out on a date, the interpreter is there, first of all, to help if she can't remember certain words, or if she feels stressed and she forgets how to say it in English. We have seen it many times when, for example, first, second date, the interpreter is there to help, and on the third date, the lady lets the interpreter go because she relaxes. She understands that, okay, I can understand him, I can understand like 80% of what he is saying, I can understand his accent, and he seems to understand me, so we don't need the interpreter. Nowadays, with Google Translator and with all these apps, it is easier to actually translate. If you have forgotten something, you can type it. Yes, usually if her level of English is limited and it is basic, but if there is mutual interest and two people feel attracted to each other and they want to make it work, yes, usually the lady will have to do most of the work, and she will have to start improving her English skills. And if you speak several languages, I'm sure you know that English is not the most complicated language to learn. And if there is a basics, and also if there is a native speaker with whom you are talking daily, your level can improve drastically, especially if you start taking lessons. And nowadays, with YouTube, with all these programs, you can do it from home, online. In our practice, there have been several really brave gentlemen who have managed to learn Russian at a very good level. I have a client and he's from New York, and Russian was his first foreign language. He's now married. He and his Ukrainian wife, they have 3 kids together, and he's fond of this Russian band called Leningrad. And he knows many songs by heart, and he's also a huge fan of Pushkin fairy tales. He reads them to his kids. So when he speaks Russian, it is a unique mix of modern Russian words and classical Russian words. I have another client, and he is a medical doctor, and when he has started courting his now wife, she had a 12-year-old son, and this boy has actually already graduated from college, so time flies. Anyway, when he was courting his now wife, he has started learning Russian because he wanted to be able to communicate with his stepson, and he has managed to become very fluent. And when you talk to him by phone, it is hard to tell that he is not a native Russian speaker. Fortunately or unfortunately, the majority of gentlemen, especially gentlemen from the US or UK or Australia, since they are English speaking, they relax because it is an international language. So the lady learns English, and he knows a few Russian words to surprise his wife, to make her laugh. Usually they learn some naughty words. With our clients from Europe, usually they make effort. We have a beautiful couple from France, and they use 3 languages at home: French, English, and Russian. When kids are born, and in 2022, 2 our couples have become parents in January. Congratulations to you. They both had baby girls. And usually when kids arrive, they try to keep kids bilingual, and gentlemen also try to learn some Russian, but usually, like in 85% cases, I would tell, it is the lady who is learning the language. We have a couple from Tokyo, Japan, and the gentleman is originally from China, but he works and lives in Tokyo, Japan, and his wife has relocated there, and she learns Japanese and she plans to learn Chinese. They communicate in English at home. I don't recommend to choose a match based on her language skills. She can be fluent in English and in French, but her long-term goals can be very different than yours. If you have fun together, if there is mutual interest, if you want same things in life, you can learn the language together. You can laugh about it. I have shared this story so many times about one of our couples, and they were in their late 50s, early 60s, I think. It was like 10 or 12 years ago, and when they went out on dates, they took the stickers with them, and they would write words in Russian and English, and they would play them on everything they see in the restaurant, or for example in a coffee shop, and they will teach each other like 10, 15, 20 words per day, and they were having fun about it, so it was their scene. Some couples, they try to teach each other language, and they write, for example, to each other some romantic notes, and you have to translate it if you want to understand it. So when 2 people want to find the way, they will do it. When they want to find reasons why it won't work, they also will do it. Smile is international. Body language is international. You can use everything, like your hands, verbal, not verbal. You can use your whole body. You can use your eyes to prove your point. So I don't think that the fact that her English is limited or her French is basic should be a reason not to date her. If she has different long-term goals, if she has different understanding about gender roles, about money, about family, a relationship, these can be a deal breaker, but not the language skills. The interpreter on the date, he or she can help break the ice if, for example, both are very shy, or if the gentleman is too talkative and he talks too much. The interpreter can slow him down a little bit. And also the interpreter can help a couple relax during the first 2 dates. But if there is mutual interest, if there is mutual attraction, well, there are so many activities 2 can do with limited language. Go ice skating, go to amusement park, share all these emotions. kissing, you don't have to be talking when kissing. Yes, of course, the lady will have to learn the language because you can't be kissing all the time. But when there is a good reason why she should learn this language, because there is Thomas, or there is Justin, or there is William to be with, she will do it. We have seen it so many times when a lady in her 50s or 60s was mastering German or French or Swedish because she wanted to understand her love interest better, and when we are truly motivated, we can do it pretty fast. Of course, it helps that we have many ladies in our database who speak English. Still, we take ladies who have the basic knowledge of English, because in Ukraine, if you are getting a university degree, you have to take at least 2 years of a foreign language, and usually people choose English. So most of people, they have at least the basics if they have university degrees. And also, English is truly international. It surrounds you everywhere, in your computer, in your iPhone, in movies, Hollywood movies. So you kind of have to learn some words, and you can't tell that you don't know a word in English. Of course, it is trickier to find someone in Ukraine who already speaks, for example, Swedish or Polish, or for example Japanese. It's trickier, but if you are into international dating, if you love learning foreign languages, then it will be part of the appeal to learn the new language, to get to know the new culture, and to truly understand the culture, you have to master the language. I'm sure you agree with me, since you speak several languages. By the way, please share in the comments below, how have you managed to learn Russian? How many years did it take you? What did you do to do it? I'm sure it will be helpful to our subscribers who are also learning Russian. Guys, I hope it was helpful. I want to wish you lots of love. Svetlana Mukha, especially for Diolli.com.